guys, how are you? Hope you're doing awesome. So in today's video of Study With Me, I'm going to share with you what is a polynomial briefly. Polynomial and the types of polynomial based on the degree. And I have to share something with you, which is I'm not an expert in math, but I'm trying to be an expert. And also if you have to spare a lot of time in math, because if you are studying 1 hour of science, spare 2 more hours in math, because math is really important. Practice makes a man perfect in math. Only if you practice, you may score, because in your book the sum may be in one type, but in the exam they'll give you another sum. So you have to practice more problems. The more problems you solve, the more you score, because math is based on practice. So let's start one by one. Let's go slowly. So let's go. So now, what is a polynomial? An expression which is composed of variables, constants and exponents. A polynomial is an expression which is composed of variable, constant and exponents that are combined using mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. For example, let's take a polynomial 3x square plus 1x plus 3. In this, 3 is a coefficient, 1 is also a coefficient, and x square and x are variables. So 3 is a coefficient of x square, 1 is a coefficient of x, and 3 is a constant. Next is a degree of polynomial. The exponent of the highest degree term in a polynomial, or you can, in simple words, you can say that it's the highest power of x. For example, let's take this polynomial 2x square plus 4x plus 3. So in this polynomial, in this x, it is, if nothing is there, it is considered as 1. So 1 and 2, which is higher? 2 is higher, of course. So in this polynomial, 2 is the highest. So the degree of this polynomial is 2. And the next polynomial, 2x power 4 plus 1x cube plus 4x plus 9. In this, the degree of the polynomial is 4, because 4, 3 and 1, which is the highest? 4. So the degree of the polynomial is 4. Next, based on the degree, the polynomial is classified into linear, quadratic and cubic. Linear, quadratic and cubic. Let's go from the basic. Linear. If you take a linear, this is the basic form of a linear polynomial. Ax plus b. A is the coefficient of x, b is a constant, and x is a variable. Let's go again. A is the coefficient of x, b is a constant, and x is a variable. So the degree of this polynomial is 1. If the degree of the polynomial is 1, it is considered as a linear polynomial. So if the degree is 1, the number of zeros is it's absolutely 1. So if it is 1, let's take the value as alpha. So alpha is equal to, so the number of zeros is called as alpha. So alpha is equal to minus constant term by x coefficient. So here, what is the constant? B. So it is said as minus constant term. So minus b by x coefficient. What is the x coefficient here? A. So minus b by a. So if you have to find what is the value of alpha, you have to use this formula, which is minus constant term by x coefficient, which is minus b by a. Then comes the quadratic polynomial. So here is the basic form of the quadratic polynomial, which is ax square plus bx plus c. So in this, x square and x are the variables, a and b are the coefficient. A is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is a constant. Next, number of zeros. So if the degree of the polynomial is 2, it is a quadratic polynomial. So the number of zeros is 2. If the number of 0 is 1, the unknown value is alpha, and now it is alpha and beta. Alpha plus beta, which is the sum of the zeros. Alpha and beta are the zeros. So if there is 2 degrees, there are 2 zeros. alpha and beta because it's a known alpha and beta. Alpha plus beta, sum of zeros is equal to minus x coefficient by x square coefficient. So minus x coefficient is b, so minus x coefficient is minus b. X square coefficient is a, so it is as it is. Next is product of zeros, alpha beta. If nothing is there in the middle, it is a multiplication. So alpha beta is equal to constant by x square coefficient. Constant here is c, so c by x square coefficient is a, so c by a is the formula used to calculate the product of 0. Next comes the cubic polynomial. If you take cubic polynomial, there is 3 coefficient a, b and c and 3 variables x cube, x square and x and 1 constant which is d. So a is the coefficient of x square, x cube, b is the coefficient of x square, c is the coefficient of x and d is the constant. X cube, x square and x are the variables. So the degree here is 3 because the highest power is 3. And if the degree is 3, the number of 0 is also 3. So it is alpha, beta and gamma. Alpha plus beta plus gamma, which is the product of zeros, is equal to minus x square coefficient. What is the x square coefficient? B. So minus x square coefficient is minus b by x cube coefficient. The coefficient of x cube is a, so minus b by a. Next is the alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. So this is to find the value of alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. The formula used is x coefficient by x cube coefficient. The coefficient of x is c, so it is c, then by x cube coefficient. The coefficient of x cube is a, so it is c by a. Next is the product of zeros, alpha into beta into gamma. So alpha beta gamma is equal to minus constant by x cube coefficient. The constant is d, minus constant is equal to minus d by a. By a because a is the coefficient of x cube. So let's do a quick recap. So first is the linear polynomial. In linear polynomial, the degree is 1. If the degree is 1, there is only one zero, which is alpha. Next is the quadratic. In the quadratic, there are 2 zeros. So 2 degrees. The highest degree is 2. The zeros are alpha and beta. Next is the cubic polynomial. In the cubic polynomial, there are 3 degrees. The highest degree is 3. So there are 3 zeros, alpha, beta and gamma. So in this video, you saw all of the basic content of the chapter polynomial. In the next video, I'll explain everything briefly with example sums. Hope this is useful. Bye.